Just checking in, saying hi, talking about paper two due tomorrow at midnight. If you haven't done the peer review yet, make sure you send it out to your group. Make sure your group sends theirs to you. There is peer review worksheet for paper two uploaded in the files. I've got a new musical instrument, so we're going to mess with that while I talk. A few people have sent me emails being confused by a few things. First of all, the interview. I said you don't have to have it done yet for paper two. And people were like, but how do I do it? And then somebody was like, can I just do it the way you did it at the sample? Absolutely. That's what the sample's for. You don't have to have the interview done yet. Don't forget there are a couple of things on the discussion board to be taken a look at if you haven't already. One has to do with an article including 4 interviews as sources. And you can look at that article and then think about how those interviews are used. What kinds of questions were asked? What else could have been asked? Excuse me. And paying attention to the fact that there was probably a 10 or 15 or 20-minute interview that went into getting a few short quotes. We're not putting the entire interview in that article about Flash Gordon. You're not putting the entire interview in your paper about whatever you're writing about. It's just a source. You're not putting the entire articles in there. You're not putting the entire books in there. You don't put your entire interview in there either for paper 3. For paper 2, you just have to mention it. Just say, this person would be a good person to interview for this topic because this person knows a lot about it, is an authority for this reason, works in this field, that kind of stuff, right? So keep that in mind. Make sure you're doing the peer review. Send those papers to each other. Email, Google Docs, what have you. And check this out. Those are higher over there. Just like you watching this video, probably high on life, excited to watch 121 videos, understandable. Now, the other thing to be thinking about is later this week, we're going to have another video in which I will talk about logical fallacies. We'll talk about thesis statements. We'll talk about MLA again. And I want to talk a little bit about Tootsie Pops. For that to work, however, I need you all to procure yourselves a Tootsie Pop and count your licks to the Tootsie Roll center of said Tootsie Pop. Now, choose your own licking technique. 1. 2, if you're vegan, you're exempt. Tootsie Pop's not vegan. 3, don't be like Mr. Owl and bite it. Remember the wise words of Easy E. Easy MFing E, as he often referred to himself. Don't matter, just don't bite it. In that song, he was probably talking about Tootsie Pops. You don't bite it. Lick. Stop when you breach candy shell. Have your licks tallied up. There will be a discussion board thread all about that where you will post your number of licks. And we will talk about the quantification of data. Remember that. Quantification of data goes well with our logical fallacies discussion in the next video. So, we are peer reviewing paper 2. We're uploading paper 2 by tomorrow at midnight, tomorrow being the 31st. Right now it's 9:30 on the 30th, 9:30 p.m. And that's about everything for right now. Now, have a good couple of days. Get your paper uploaded by tomorrow night. I'm no longer sick, so I should be through them quicker. At least I don't think I am. But it seems to kind of come and go, so we'll see. But I think I'm on the mend. And that's about everything. Stay safe, have fun, keep wearing your masks. That's everything. Good night.